Are you ready to begin the journey to a more joyful and freer you? Let's start now. Hello, my friend. Thanks so much for joining me today. Day number 4. We've obviously switched up our area here. Today's flow is going to be a yin style flow. So I challenge you to find a space that allows you peace, that doesn't give you many distractions. Out at the pond, there are lots of ants, creepy crawly things all over the mat. And it's just a bit challenging for me to really drop in to the inner landscape. It makes me feel more of my physical body because of the awareness of all the things around me. But for yin and meditations, I like to come to a nice somber place. So here is mine. I love candles to be lit. Just create that vibe that you're going for. A very calm, peaceful, restorative session. We are going to need a bolster or a pillow or 3 pillows. A block will be nice, or some books, and a blanket or a towel will be lovely. We're going to start today's practice just in a nice comfy seat. So I challenge you to get a block and pop that under your sits bones there. Get your seat nice and lifted. And come in here, allowing the hands to come onto the tops of the knees. And go ahead and close the eyes down here. Dropping in with how we feel. Taking note of the body. Doing a scan from the crown of the head that is actively reaching up. Releasing the forehead. Softening through the face. Unclenching our jaw. Releasing the tongue from the top of the mouth. And dropping those shoulder blades down. And allowing the legs to melt onto the mat. Bring the awareness to the breath here. Nice steady inhales and exhales. Today is all about dropping that word perfect. In my world, nothing is perfect. I never aim for perfection because perfection doesn't exist. So of course, my challenge to you is to drop what we think the pose should look like and tap in more into how it feels. How does sitting here calmly make you feel inside? Can you be the observer of the thoughts? Imagine them as soda pop carbonation bubbles. There are so many bubbles in that soda. And if it's in a glass jar, you can really see it. Imagine your thoughts in this way. Bubbling up to the surface, observing the thought, and then watching it dissipate. Inviting the calm, inviting the stillness. You can butterfly your eyes open. And we're going to come down to a seat. So you can move the block or you can leave it there. We're sending our legs out long, or Paschimottanasana. So if you want to keep yourself lifted up on the block, please put this under your sits bones. I'm going to grab my bolster, and if you have your pillows, go ahead and stack them up here. And We are hinging at the hips and we're coming forwards. So I want this to be very nice and comfy for you. I don't want you to feel like you're straining to hold in this position. So if you need multiple pillows, maybe even your blanket and your block for your head, be my guest. I want you to get nice and comfy here, okay? We are dropping what this looks like on the outside. And we are going inwards to find what feels peaceful and calming. So, once you get yourself all situated, we'll inhale the arms up overhead, and then we'll fold forward, hinging from those hips. Maybe bringing your hands to those rest on the feet. If you don't like the block, you can remove the block. I like to just put my forehead on the block though, so that my head isn't just hanging. So once you get here, bringing that awareness back to the breath, being the observer of the thoughts. Accepting where we are, finding that joy through the allowing. Slowly, we're going to begin to peel ourselves back up. We're going to remove the block, the pillow, the blanket, whatever you had here. Push them off to the side. We're coming in for Sphinx, so we're coming onto our bellies. Now, since I'm wanting this to be nice and comfy, I'm going to put my blanket out on the mat. If you want to do that with me, be my guest. And we're going to come down to our bellies. And then we're going to come up on our forearms. We're going to make sure here that our shoulders are over the elbows. Hands are wide, gripping through this mat here. Chest is coming forward. You can stay just like this. It's beautiful. Or you can allow the head to hang down. Still keeping the lift through the shoulders. Still puffing the chest out. Just taking a nice round through that neck. Stretching all down that back body while opening the front body. Breathe. Notice the difference of the thought. While we focus on dropping the word perfect, and we accept the word allowing. We aim for the highest good. We aim to be better. Flowing through life with little resistance. Perfection is resistance. You might feel this in between the shoulder blades. Just keep lifting up, pushing through those forearms. This is our most challenging pose of the day. Very nice. So I want you to go ahead and make the triangle with your fingers and then bring your forehead into that triangle. Shaking the hips from left to right here. Release them through that upper back or lower back. Should feel wonderful. And then we're going to peel ourselves up. We're going to come through for happy baby. So I'm going to leave my blanket exactly where it is. And this would be a great time to rock and roll if you are into that sort of thing. Just a nice little gentle rock to massage that spine. We just gave it a nice little work, so it should feel good. And once you land here, legs go up. And happy baby. So we're either pulling from the back of the thighs here. We can pull from the calves, the ankles, so many options. We're wanting to maintain the shoulder blades on the mat, and we want the sits bones on the mat. So if you can grab for your outer feet and still maintain shoulder blades and the booty, please be my guest. Otherwise, dropping what it looks like, relaxing in the position a little bit, and finding that comfort and that calm right here. Maybe closing the eyes down. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Finding joy through allowing. How does that resonate with you? What does dropping perfect make you feel like inside? No thoughts, just feeling. What does it feel like? It should be freeing. Out of the prison of perfection. Dropping what others think our lives should look like. And allowing the space to create the life we desire for ourselves. And ever so slowly, we'll release these legs down, bring them to the mat, and let's take some windshield wiper here with the legs just to release a little bit. Should feel good on that outer hip. Just got a nice deep stretch there. I'm hoping that you're starting to feel nice and zenned out here. We're coming in for Shavasana. You can take regular Shavasana if you want to. Otherwise, you can join me, and I'm going to take a heart opening Shavasana. So I'm going to bring my feet to touch in our cobbler position, and I'm going to bring my bolster right up to my booty muscles there, my sits bones. And then with my hands guiding me, I'm going to go backwards onto the bolster, allowing my arms to come out to the sides. Ah, yes. And here we are, our most beautiful, comfy Savasana. Allow the body this time. Don't ever skip Shavasana. Find that calm and that stillness and invite it in. Very slowly, you can begin to wiggle the fingers, taking them up overhead. Nice stretch here. And we'll peel ourselves up through a seated position. And then we want to counter that stretch, so go ahead and round forward over your feet. Nice inhale. And exhale here. And slowly, we'll all meet in our comfortable seat. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that your heart and your soul feels a touch calmer and maybe a little zenned out. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I challenge you today to drop perfection. Let it go. Anything in your life that you aren't releasing or allowing to be because you're waiting for it to be perfect, stop. Perfection doesn't exist. It's only an illusion in our own minds. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anjali Mudra. Hands up to the third eye. Namaste.